Daniel Ricciardo has been asked if he would be keen to take up a new role with Red Bull once he loses his F1 drive with VCARB. Daniel Ricciardo has no interest in stepping back into a reserve role for Red Bull after his expected departure from VCARB VCARB. The Australian's 13-year Formula One career is all but over following last weekend's Singapore Grand Prix, in which he finished 18th. A tearful Ricciardo was visibly emotional in his post-race interviews, in a clear hint his time in F1 is up. He was also given a guard of honor when returning to the team's hospitality unit in the Marina Bay Street Circuit paddock. Current Red Bull reserve Liam Lawson is expected to replace Ricciardo, who has only amassed 12 points this season, which is 10 less than teammate Yuki Tsunoda, from the United States Grand Prix onwards. But Ricciardo has no interest in taking up the test and simulator duties currently carried out by Lawson for Red Bull. The veteran was the third driver behind Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez in 2023, after being dropped by McLaren. He replaced Nyck de Vries for VCARB, then named AlphaTauri 10 races into last season, but is now set to be booted out of the paddock again in the coming days. Ricciardo could technically stay in F1 as a reserve, but says he has no desire to do so. And the 35-year-old said, "No, I'm not interested in being a Red Bull reserve, obviously. Last year it made a lot of sense to keep one foot in the door, and obviously the big picture was to try and get back at Red Bull. I think if I was to do that again, there's not really much point. I'm not going to restart my career. I'm also 35 and I still showed the pace that I've had over the years, but it's obviously been evident that it's been harder for me to show it every weekend. And maybe that is a little bit of an age thing.